by the pool. Come on, Coffee, let's go. Let's go. Come on, tell me. Let's go. Let's go. Miss Coffee, did you like the condo?
Yes.
Yeah, Mummy, buy me the condo. We could live here. My name's Simon from Perfect Homes and...
Miss Pim.
Okay, Miss Pim is normally the star of all our shows, but today we have a very, very special guest. Who is it?
Coffee.
Coffee's in. We're going to... Hey, Coffee, look at the camera. We're going to show you one of Chiang Mai's very, very, very few pet-friendly condos. This condo is for sale at... How much?
It's 4.999 million baht.
Which is just under 135,000 US dollars. How big is it, Miss Pim?
It's 65.9 square meters.
Okay, and let's go and find out if Coffee likes this property. Let's go! There's only two and a half pet-friendly condos in Chiang Mai. Twin Peaks Condo, where we are today, and Rimping Condo. Okay, so it makes it extremely, extremely difficult for anyone to buy a condo if they have a pet. Both buildings are predominantly dog-friendly, but both will turn blind eyes to cats, as cats seem to cause less trouble. So hang on, before Miss Pim and Coffee shoot off, hold up. Let's have a look. It's a lovely, stylish lobby. Coffee, do you like the lobby? You like that one? Cool. Okay, very nicely done. Miss Pim, lead the way. Miss Pim obviously also handles a lot of rentals. And generally speaking, if we're looking at rental properties, do you have any condos for rent for people for pets? Miss Pim?
It's really difficult to find it now.
It's extremely difficult, and we generally say no, because it's so hard for us to find. Okay. Oh yeah, we forgot to tell them. Just before the video, there's a restaurant that maybe we can try and just show them very at the end. They very kindly let Coffee in. They were very friendly at the restaurant that's attached to this building, which we'll show maybe at the end after we also check out the facilities. Coffee, do you want to go and see the swimming pool? Not yet. Okay. Coffee wants to see the room. Okay. Coffee, how old are you? Oh, it's not talking. She's not talking. Okay, I'm probably not allowed to call it anymore. Okay, which room are we going towards? Okay, this condo has just hit the market for sale. Okay, and again, even all condos in this building are very hard to come by. Coffee, take shoes off. Good, Coffee. Okay. Right. Come on, Coffee. Alright, Miss Pim's just going to turn the lights on. We're going to find the breaker. I found it. Right, turn the breaker on here. And there's the lights. Okay. Wow. Right, Miss Pim. Right, do you want to start over here before we go round? Coffee, do you want to have a look around? You're being nosy. Coffee's been really well behaved, I must admit. Hasn't barked once. How old is Coffee? Tell us about Coffee before we go on.
She's 2 years old.
2 years old. And she's enjoying coming to work today?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, come on then. You and Coffee, show us around.
Okay, so after we walk right in, we will see this section, which is the kitchen, with the hood and the hob here.
And is there sometimes in this building there's washing machines and stuff hidden in the cupboards? Is there one in this one?
I think so. Let's find out.
Ta-da! There's a washing machine, Coffee. What do you reckon? Good? Good. Yeah, okay. Coffee's checked out the camera. It's probably got nose prints all over it now. And a microwave. A whole cupboard for microwave and the Wi-Fi. Okay, that can obviously be done a bit better. But nice fridge freezer, 2-ring hob, all built-in furniture. And this person had looks like they had 2 ovens kind of grilling, baking stuff there. Okay, Miss Pim's moving the washing line around everywhere she goes. Are you going to take that with you? Okay, carry on through.
Okay, right here is the living area with the dining table. So you can actually enjoy your dinner, your breakfast, and watch the TV.
Not bad. It's a nice space. It's a 4-seater table. I'd probably remove two of the chairs, give myself free up some more space. Decent sized TV, quite stylish. Definitely was all the fashion about. Hang on, we had to check. Can you remember how old the building is?
18 years old.
Yeah, it was 18 years old. I was about to say the date and I forgot. So yeah, parquet floors were also all the rage and still are put in a lot of condos, but at the moment it's not as common as it used to be. Obviously tiles are much easier. Sofa's a little bit grubby, can do with a deep clean or replacing, but still stylishly done. We won't do the view just yet. Let's do the view at the end. And then Coffee can see if she wants to chase off some pigeons or anything out there. Carry on through.
So, right here is the bathroom.
Very nice.
Very nice size.
It's that wood furniture panels, everything like that again.
Yes.
Again, all built in. It's not in perfect condition. A little bit of a water leak there, but it looks all dry, feels dry. Just needs tidying up. The old TV. Fan, but the old TV, this was state of the art when it was in about 5 years ago. That was the top of the range. Now, even Coffee wouldn't watch TV on that, would you? What do you reckon?
Would you?
No, I'm not impressed with that TV at all. Okay, carry on.
Okay, and here is the walk-in closet and the way to the bathroom.
Okay. Ah, bathtub.
Yeah, with the bathtub.
Do you know why? This condo originally was designed much more for the Japanese market. So they originally were very keen on the bathtub idea because of the Japanese people like bathtubs. So they put the bathtubs in. Generally when they get re-renovated, the bathtubs are removed. But very nice. Who's this? Okay. Very nice bathroom. Not oversized. Is it Jack and Jill? Does it go through?
Yes. You can go through.
And back through, but I'll go back through the bedroom and show them. Let's have a look at the views from here. Right. Come on, Coffee, come and have a look. What do you reckon? She's off. Oh, she's excited. There was a pigeon. She nearly got him. Okay, we can see where we are. A bit hazy again today, but the mountains are over there. Coffee's having a look. Please don't jump. Pim will kill me, even if I didn't push you. Okay, and that's Chiang Mai Road just down there. And this is obviously the Shangri-La Hotel. Their tennis courts, their gardens out the back, but this is one of the biggest hotels in Chiang Mai, and the Astra over here. But if we are here, have we got a pool view? A bit of a pool view.
Yes.
Hang on, I'm coming round. A bit of a pool view, there you go. I can see it. The pool is there. So, no, that was a block wall, so there's no windows there. But that's the other half of the building, Twin Peaks. We're in Peak 1, and that's Peak 2. Okay. Very, very nice. So the location is great. Okay, plenty of restaurants, taxis, and everything else we need there. Right, let's sit down and let's interview Coffee and see what Coffee thinks of this condo. What do you think of this condo? Are you impressed? Not really. Okay, right.
Distracted.
Anyway, right, Miss Pim, let's recap slightly. Let's talk about the building, okay? It's one of Chiang Mai's few pet-friendly condos, which we know about, or, you know, which exists, because we know about all of them. Okay, Coffee's decided to lick me. What's the other pet-friendly condo? Can you remember?
It's a Rimping condo.
Rimping condo, okay. And the units can be bigger there, but at the same time, they're very few on the market and they're more expensive than here. And I personally think this is a better location. Yes. We're on Chiang Mai Road, so what's around here that's a benefit for people that are purchasing? What do you think, Miss Pim? Is the location good?
Yes, it's the location is really good and it's close to everything. It's also easy to go to food places, coffee shops. There are plenty of them.
That's it. Coffee shops. We were lucky enough, we mentioned previously, we were in We were pets and movies, just don't go, but she's having fun. All right, coffee's run away, so it's me and Pim. Okay, so the location is great, okay? And again, like we said, if you are looking for a pet-friendly condo, your options are severely limited. We discussed it. Pim's a pet lover, okay? And we discussed the reason why renting with pets and everything like that is so difficult, because we have to look at it from an owner's point of view. Pim's already told me Coffee's done some damage at her house. I hope the owner's not watching that one. But Pim's got to accept that she's got to pay for that damage when she moves out, and that's part of having a pet. But we discussed a couple of the differences. There was an interesting one Pim mentioned about Korea, which I didn't know about. What did you tell me about pets in Korea and pets?
So if you want to have pets in Korea, especially for a dog, you will need to send them to a school and train them for up until they are 4 months old.
So you have to have the pets trained. Sometimes it should be the owners, I'm pretty sure. We discussed that. And the other problem that we have is from Pet Friendly, and we'll discuss some of the big differences. In the UK and some of the other main rental markets, maybe the US is the same, most of the properties come unfurnished. Okay, so if you rent unfurnished, you're bringing your own furniture in. So owners there are more likely not to be worried about furniture being damaged because it's your furniture. But here, you rent a lot of the condos furnished or houses furnished, so owners are obviously trying to protect their investment. Okay. The other next problem is, we do say it's pet friendly. We had that discussion. Pim, what pets would you let in?
Maybe small dogs.
What about cats?
Not really.
Cats. Pim's not a cat lover. So certain owners like certain pets. It's just a natural one. Some people think cats don't do any damage. Some people think dogs don't do any damage. But Miss Pim likes dogs. But then she also said to me, what size?
Small.
So if I turn up with 2 Great Danes to rent your property, what are you going to say?
I'm going to be a bit worried about that. Maybe I'm going to say no.
Okay, so I know this video is about sales condos, but we are talking about the market as a whole on rentals and sales of pet-friendly properties. Obviously, a house, if you buy the pet, do check the common area rules, because some common areas even ban pets from walking around in the area. Some try to ban pets from living in the whole estate. Very hard to enforce, but it does happen. Okay, I'm not anti-pets, but as an owner, my rule is no pets, generally speaking, because I'm just concerned about the damage. There's some great pets out there, there's some nightmare pets out there, and there's some great pet owners, and there's some nightmare pet owners. And it's very hard from a property owner to be able to establish the difference. There's one sad factor in the pet ownership. Also, service dogs are not totally recognised here, okay, in Chiang Mai. A service dog is for someone that's blind or a helper, epilepsy dogs or anything like that, put in trained pet. They can, if you're careful, you can get exceptions made by the condo. But be very clear and make sure first. Do not just try and take your pet in, presuming the condo will let them. They're not well understood here. So that's a very big difference. So again, just be clear, check your contract, be perfectly clear and open if you're looking after pets or you want to take a pet. Do not try and sneak a pet into a rental property. You will get kicked out. You will lose your deposit. Okay, so be very careful. Any other points on here before we go and check out the pool?
You just talked about the common area rule.
Yeah.
So in this condo, pets are allowed everywhere except the swimming pool.
They're not allowed in the. Are they allowed in the common area of the swimming pool and not allowed in the pool, or are they just not allowed in that area? Full stop.
They're not allowed pets in the pool.
In the pool. Okay, so they can sit around the pool.
Yes.
But not allowed to swim in the pool.
Not allowed.
That's pretty fair. And so it's a real open area. And let's be honest, I've never heard any owners here or anybody living in here complain about the pets. Okay, it's not overrun with dogs barking, cats making mess everywhere. I have never honestly heard a complaint from owners without pets here about the pet owners, which is great because I think it's in balance. I think, pets have to be quiet, they can't be barking, and they can't disturb the neighbours. So I think at this point, this condo is not a problem as a pet owner's condo. It's a great opportunity for anyone to buy a condo and live in with their little friendly coffee or cat or anything like that. Did you ask about cats? No, because I think officially it's dogs, but again I believe they turn a blind eye to cats, okay? Because you can't discriminate against cats.
They just said it normally pets are allowed, but you need to take care of them.
That's a fair option, okay? So that's brilliant. Would you and Coffee kindly show us the pool?
Yes.
Let's go. Where are we going? We're going to the pool, okay? See, even Simon starts talking in a funny way for a dog. He's a bit softy, really. Oh, the building work's going on. Well, the building work's going on in the sauna, okay? They informed the men's bathroom will be temporarily closed, and that's where the work's going on. So forgive us for the noise, but let's have a quick look at the facility. Hey, Coffee, I like this. What do you reckon? If Coffee jumps straight in, we could be in trouble. Hey, Coffee, what do you reckon? Hang on, I've got to move away from the building works. This is very nice. I could quite happily relax by this pool, sit under the shade of the trees, and be very, very happy. Comfortable. Come on, Coffee. Let's have a quick look at the common area, and then we'll wrap it up. Come on, Miss Pin, lead the way. Very nice pool. Nice. We could put Coffee on the treadmill. And there's the gym. Not bad. Better than many we've seen in recent weeks. Okay. Running machine for Coffee. Look, there's... Oh, that's it. Pim, you could be on the big one. Coffee on the small one. Hey? Good. Probably get into trouble for playing on the treadmill, but hey, Coffee. Yeah, I want to be on the same one as Mummy. Hey? But very nice, exercise, free weights, some yoga mats and balls, and very, very nice. Come on then, let's go down and wrap this one up by the pool. Come on, Coffee, let's go. Let's go. Come on, tell me. Let's go. Let's go. All right, thank you, Miss Pim and Miss Coffee. We've had a great day. Miss Coffee, did you like the condo?
Yes.
Yeah, Mummy, buy me the condo. We could live here. Okay, very quickly, Miss Pim. How big was the condo?
It's 65.9 square meters.
65.9, and how much to purchase?
4.999 million baht.
And the name of the building?
It's Twin Peaks Condominium.
And it was just under 135,000 US dollars. And I'm afraid it's one of your very, very few options if you're looking for a pet-friendly condo. So, if you would like to see this condo, who do they need to contact?
Miss Pim.
Okay, make sure you contact Miss Pim and Coffee. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe, and Coffee will get more coffee. Yay! Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.